Right, in today's video we're going to have a look at this product that most people tend to recommend for lubricating rubber seals on soft tops. It's called Gummy Fledge Stift, which I managed to get through Amazon. So basically what it's there for is lubricating the rubber seals so that you get less wind noise, and also it regenerates them, and you get your waterproofing. It makes it more protected, less likely for you to get a damp shoulder in the mornings. So the first thing I'd say through prior use of other lubricants is that it's best to give the seals quite a good wipe over with a cloth and some water, just to clear any dirt off of them. Otherwise you're just going to contaminate the product with a load of dirt and just basically smear dirt around rather than fix it. So I just gave him a quick spray down. Hasn't got to be perfect, just, you know, get most of the grub off of there. Previously, when I've done seals, I've used silicone grease and just used a paintbrush to put it on. I found that was fine. You can get a tube of silicone grease that will do the car several times for about £5, but this product always seems to get recommended, so I thought I'd give it a go. So you can see I'm just finishing off wiping the seals up and cleaning all the dirt off of them. So the product itself actually turns up in what can only be described a bit like a Pritt stick tube. You push the end out and then you just rub it onto the seal. So like you can see here, it's just smearing along the rubber seal. And then after that you've just got to work it into the rubber. I found this relatively easy to do. It does leave a bit of a residue, but then using silicone grease, I've had the same issue before. So I just kept reapplying it, getting it on as best as I could, and it seemed to apply quite easily. The only thing I'd say is that the tube is quite small. I think realistically you probably only do the car 2 or 3 times with this. As you can see, once it's applied, just rub it in with your finger. I was doing this on quite a warm day, which obviously helped with the application of the product, because it's not rock hard, it's not difficult to apply. So one of the other things about this is it's supposed to make the rubber swell, which obviously will also help with waterproofing and with the wind noise. And I was suffering a bit with wind noise. It's been quite a long time since I last done this. Don't get me wrong, like, this is a good product, but it's not going to get your rubber seals back to brand new. Simple thing is you're going to have to change them, need be. I'd say also make sure that you work the grease quite well into the areas where the 2 rubbers join, just where I'm working now, because obviously as they fold together you want that rubber to be nice and supple, so that it does actually seal together. So just making sure that that area's got plenty of the product and it's been worked in. I have used this before on windscreen surrounds, just to try and soften them up. That was on an Integra, but the applicator was different. It was had like a foam applicator on the end, so at some point the product has changed to this new one, which is just like, almost like I said, a Pritt stick that you just rub onto the seal. I'd imagine it's some form of silicone grease, just obviously in more of a grease form rather than, say, a liquidy form that's a bit messier to apply. I found the best technique was to apply it to the rubber seals with the roof in this position, sort of halfway retracted or 3/4 of the way retracted, and then after that I opened the doors and had the windows down and reapplied all the surfaces where the window rubs against it. So you can see here again, just applying it onto the edges and then just rubbing it in. I also done the top edge that runs across the windscreen pillar, I suppose, all along there. Like I said, expensive product, not much of it. Me personally, I'd probably stick with a silicone grease that I don't use before, but I thought I'd give this product a go. I don't feel that it's made the rubber particularly more supple or softer. It still feels exactly the same as what it was, but you know, it's up to you. You can give it a try. I'll probably stick with the silicone grease and a paintbrush. The only reason I avoided that method this time was because I haven't got any silicone grease, and as I was looking online for a product that would replace it, this came up, so I figured I'd give it a try. I wouldn't want to apply this on a cold day. I think it'd be quite hard to get it to work in. Obviously the temperature does enable it to spread a bit easier. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then make sure you click the like and subscribe buttons, and hopefully I'll get around to making some more videos about the Honda S2000. Thanks.